Hello and welcome back to Keeper. So last time we were boat and we boated around, and then we kinda got smashed up again and became wheel, and now we are wheeling around. Kinda like a skateboard game. A little bit has got a little bit of that. Yeah. So just normal lighthouse stuff. But yeah. Don't want to hit these, right? Yeah. Not an obstacle. So good for me. You make me all fiery and stuff. But yeah. So I don't know, like, where we are in the game at this point, to be honest. I think this is where I got to. I don't think it's saved before this area. I think this is where I stopped last time. Anyway, it's fine. Yeah, I don't know where we are in the game. I mean, we can't be destroyed much more than this, so I would imagine either somehow we get fixed, or I don't know. I'm not sure, like, what we're gonna be doing otherwise. Like, if we're just a wheel now, is this our life? I feel like we're gonna figure something out, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, I don't know how much of the game is left either. Like, I did not check the length of this game, but I assume it's not super long. It's not the kind of game I expect to be like 20 hours long, you know. Am I not fiery enough? Is there something I can hit? No? Need to do something else? I guess. Okay. Keep trying to move the camera around. You cannot move the camera in this game. You can only use the right stick to use your to light the world, but well, we can't do that anymore since we are a wheel. So yeah, do I want to go this way? Remind me of Metroid Prime now. This 2D section being a wheel ball essentially. A little bit. Okay. So I'm destroying those things. I guess that's what I want to be doing. Is that enough to make this do? I'm going there, I think. Need more something. Where I came from before? Up here? I think so, because the camera is not looking that way. Okay. There's more I need to go find somehow? I guess. Where though? Where are the things I need? It's where I before. I think so, yeah. Oh, there's something there. Nothing I need to burn, I guess. That's where we went before. Where am I supposed to go? Like, the one thing I will say about this game's design is there's a bit of like, where do I go sometimes? Like, there's a lot to look at and a lot of things, you know, and it's a little hard to pass the world. Like, they do a decent job, you know. Back here, I don't need to be back here. They do a decent job at navigating you. Like, I haven't gotten lost, you know, but still, there have been a few times where I'm like a little bit like, okay, I don't fully know where I'm supposed to be going right now. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to do something here that I don't understand, because I got those two and this fire and this thing. Oh, that if I okay, didn't I don't know. I'm pretty sure I touched that while I was on fire, but whatever. Whatever, it's fine. Okay. See, like, I don't know. Like, it's the kind of game where things just happen, you know? It's like, I don't like the pulpousliness of those, whatever that word is. How do you do that? Guess I'm going in here. I just decided, this is where I'm going. Seems safe. Go in the creepy tentacle hole. Okay, can't like hit that. Hit that down. Okay. Whoa. Oh. Okay. Is this what I want? I can... Oh, okay. I can do this now. Hit that? Okay, there we go. Alright, well, we can still kinda be a lighthouse. I don't know, this is a little abstract, but, you know. We're shooting light. Powerful light beams. Somehow becoming a wheel has made us way stronger. I don't know. Guess I'm going this way. Two paths. I guess I'll take this one. The way the sides move. It's wiggling. I'm just choosing a path. Guess we're going left first. Seeing what happens. Well, they need to be on fire or whatever. I can't be right now. Okay. Go for the kind of gross looking doll. Pulsates. Fall down here? No, I can't fall with me. Okay. Guess we can go back. Maybe? Can I go back? Maybe I need to remove all the grass. Is that something I can do? This thing wants to do something. Clearly, but... it's not doing the thing. How do I go anywhere? I can't go that way now. Can I get up there? Like, oh, that's a jump pad. I didn't realize. I mean, these don't really look. This look like part of the world, which, yeah, that's the point. But I think, you know, like, not the clearest thing. This is gonna make you jump, you know. Yeah, but that's what those do. Destroy that and destroy that or hit it anyway. It's a pulse all the way over. I don't know if it needs to be fast or something, but let's go there. Hit that. Oh, oh, okay. And is that all I need to hit? I guess so. I am doing stuff. So I might say we're just doing stuff right now and not sure what is happening. So this, there we go. Oh, this is some fire, whatever. Okay. Going up this way. Line these things up. What? The way these move. Why do they move like that? Like Whoa. I saw those fly around, I was like, don't wanna. That was bad for me. I hit those. Yes, hit those. What am I doing? Oh, that's right there. Yeah, well, can hit it. No? Isn't it right? I mean, we need to like touch up or something with these. Am I doing this wrong? I thought these like be able to destroy that. Am I being stupid? Probably. Maybe I need more like momentum or something, like to keep going with those. Just to like add up or something. I don't think they add up. I think you just. I don't know. But that. Okay, it's a little finicky. I don't know. Like, am I? I don't know. Whatever. Do I want to go back this way? Yes, I am. I think I do. This kind of might set me. Where am I going? See these tentacles. Vines. Oh, here we go, okay. Yeah, okay, hit that one. Okay. Well, I saw another one. Yeah. No, I can't hit this one here for some reason. Seems like I'll be able to, but whatever. Okay. That did what for me? We can go in there, I guess. Okay. It's a bit of a maze. Perhaps. I don't know if it's a maze, but it's something. Oh, okay. Okay, there we go. All the nasty tentacle hole things. Hey kitty, I can't see the screen now, so can you please move a bit? Come on, I can't see anything. Move your butt. Come on. Yep. Okay, you're getting on my lap. Thank you. Okay, you're sitting down. Good, good. Okay. Did I do all the things? Sorry, oh, I'm so yawny. Actually, I don't exactly know why. I went to bed late and got up early, so that's on me, really. Yeah, it's a bit on the cat too, to be honest. It's always a bit on the cat. I have not had as good sleep as I tend to lately because of this cat. You know, it is what it is. Ooh, your claws are sharp, kitty. Can you stop, maybe? Going right into my skin. You're kneading. Oh, kitty, I need you to not go into my skin, okay? It hurts. It is hurts. So little, like we're doing kind of a lot of the same here. We could maybe do with like something else, maybe soon. I don't know. Like I get you have this whole new mechanic of being a wheel, but like, we've been doing a lot of the same thing. Just go to the thing, hit the thing, light the thing up. I don't know. Like this is the thing about this game. Like because it's a relatively simple gameplay, like you don't have a lot of like real like I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but we are just zooming into this thing. Oh, trippy. I mean, still, even though the gameplay can be simple, the world's on, because this is some trippy stuff right now. This is... do not play this game if you're high, that's for sure. Good lord. Yeah, that would be... that'd make you throw up. Or something worse. I don't even know. And this thing, there we go. Yeah, did something when I touched it. I like how we can just climb up this sheer wall, you know, pretty much. It's like we're powerful, we can just do that. Okay, I guess I'm falling into another trippy zone. Seriously, this is yeah. I've never been high, but I imagine this is not what you want to see when you're high. It's good lord. How did he make this? It's impressive. I don't even know what he did to make that effect happen, and I don't know. It's pretty cool though. Like, yeah, the visuals and the style of this game is just like incredible. I saw on the Double Fine channel that they had like an inspirations for this game, and I'm curious to look at that video after I finish the game to be like, what the hell inspired this game? You know, because I don't even know. Like, you know, there's definitely stuff going on. Is this a boss battle? This is very much a boss arena, that's for sure. I guess we're doing a bit of a boss battle. Kitty. I wish I could see and play good. Get there. Ouch. Okay. I'm supposed to go the other way there? I think it was. Guess this is kind of a boss battle. Maybe. A little bit. Close to a boss battle we can get in a game like this. Again, it does feel weirdly a lot like Metroid Prime. What? I forgot what I'm trying to do. Okay, I'm lighting those up for now. I'm just gonna moving, seeing what happens. That's kind of how you play this game. Just move around until stuff happens. Oh, hey, it's not stick. Something similar to stick. What was it? Not a word for stick or something. I keep wanting to call it stick though. Can't get one more here, can I? What was it? Something like that. But key, I don't know. Why I forget your name, bird? Ah, kitty. I wish I could see stuff. Buddy. Oh, buddy. So, go here, kitty, where there's no... But there's a lot of space for you. You know, see all this space? I don't know why you don't want to sit over there. You know. Loading this again. Change to be a wheel this time. It's fun. Change that. Okay. Well. Things happened and the birds came and now we're out of here, I guess. They're taking us, bird. Don't pick me. Okay. Okay, little guy. Okay. Still just moving around as a weed. Kinda go fast now, it seems like, when I'm holding the button, so just going at this pace. Oh, hey, it's a part of a body, I guess. Is this preferable? I don't know. Oh. I feel like it was better being a wheel than what this is. Oh, it's part of the boat. I mean, I don't know, man. This doesn't feel like it's any good. Yeah, this is like not doing much. Okay, I have to press the A button to move forward. Oh, what? Oh, I sprouted legs. Okay. I'm a whole ass creature now. I'm like a deer creature or something. I guess. Okay. Why not? What else, you know? Wait, do I have wings? Can I fly? I don't know. But this now. Alright. I'm like the Austrian flag. Is that not the Austrian flag? I think so. Alright. I can do some jumps. Like Spy with a Dragon. Kinda, maybe. A little bit. Okay, so if I hold the button, I still got firepower. Smash through the world. I still can't look around though with the light or anything. Still don't have that ability back. Okay, where are you going, kitty? Can't let it walk on the keyboard though, please. Yeah, that was a great float. We use the echo in there, I guess. That's something. Don't know how we are light enough to do that, but I don't think physics are exactly this what we should be thinking about in a game like this. Where you're literally a lighthouse who becomes a boat, who becomes a wheel, who becomes a deer, dragon thing. I don't know. But you know. I did not expect all these transformations, you know. I was like, oh, we played as a lighthouse for the entire game. I guess technically, but I don't know. I do think it's neat though. You know. It gives the, you know, it adds different gameplay, I suppose, which is, you know, always good to have different styles, especially in a game where the gameplay is pretty limited still. This anchor though. Can we get rid of this anchor? It's not ideal. I'm slightly faster if I hold the button. There we go. Thank you. Hey. Guess I'm going down this way. go this way? Okay. Guess I'm not. Dash through the ice. Okay. Oh, what? Okay. I can. Still cannot use. I feel like I like fix up. But it just kind of happened when I get close to it. So I don't know. I think it's good. I hope so. It's just kind of happening. Sure, I'm missing all kinds of secrets. I'm not really trying to look for secrets in this game. I feel like this is the kind of game I just want to go. You know? It's like, I'm sure there's some things here and there that I'm missing. I don't feel like I got any secrets in the wheel segment, you know? Like, any, you know, of those achievement spots. You know, where things happen. It's a bad description, but you know what I mean. We've seen those. Are you guys around? Can't really move here very much. Not that I need to, but yeah. Oh, it's the clock stuff. There's clock stuff there. I don't know. That was I think we did a while ago. The clock stuff. Hey, we're boating again. We do have boat parts, I guess. So raiden. And all the birds. Twig, that was it. Like, it's not stick, but twig. Like, it's like... You can understand why I got it confused. Because it is kind of sounding close and it's kind of the same thing. Kind of. You're the leader or something. You got a leadery vibe. Sounds great. These are like weird dinosaurs, kinda like. I mean, birds and dinosaurs, you know. That is the thing, right? So, oh, gonna miss me? Oh, see ya. You have to go at some point, I suppose. Go with your fluck. Now we're alone. Oh well, moving on. Yeah. Oh. Oh, I think those are just sparkly. It's like, trees are sparkling. Is that something? I think they just sparkle. Well, onwards and upwards. I don't know. Like, I'm feeling like we're getting close to the end, maybe. I'm not sure though, like... felt like an impactful scene, and I don't know. It's very, yeah. That is the big old eye there. I think we saw that before, didn't we? Like, our goal is a little bit like, what is our goal? But I mean, there are the weird flying creatures that we don't like, I guess. Oh, your eyes like all crystals. Whoa. Then you became a void. Do I go in there? Nope. Okay. I'll do that. Clicking the buttons don't do much. What do I do? I want to put it in the middle. Okay. Sure. Okay, I'm just gonna keep doing that. Oh, that's like little spots there, I see. Yeah. This is something. Yeah. I mean, this was supposed to be some kind of puzzle. It feels like it wants to be a puzzle, but it's just put the things in the thing. I don't know. Like I don't know. This is you know. I call this a walking simulator, and when you think about that, walking simulators don't tend to have a lot of gameplay, and puzzles, if you can even call them puzzles in those games, tend to be very light. And yeah, like it's like sometimes it feels like this game wants to be more challenging and have more puzzles and more difficult gameplay and like more involved things. And I feel like they held back on that. And I don't know if that was. I feel like they could have done more with like some more puzzle-y elements or some more, you know, things like that. Because that seems like it's like it wants to be some kind of puzzle, but it's not at all. It's just put the thing in the thing. It's just do this activity. I don't know. I don't know what's happening, but trippy stuff. Oh, are we now the mountain lighthouse thing or something? I don't know. It's like stars, light stars or something, flowing up. Can this thing move? Is that the game? I'm not sure. Maybe? I guess so. Okay. I guess we became the mountain, I guess, or something. Not entirely sure what was happening there, but okay. Well, yeah. Okay. I mean, there you go. I didn't think there was that much left of the game. I wasn't sure though. I was like, it does feel like we might be getting close to the end, and yeah, no. That's it. Well, you know, I mean, yeah, just like I just said, it is it is very much a walking simulator for like a good majority of the game, with slight gameplay here and there, like a little bit of like platforming, quote unquote, here and there, you know, a little bit of like puzzle solving, but very light, very light, you know, puzzle solving and platforming and stuff like that. Like, it's not like it's what it has is bad, you know. It's simple, but that doesn't mean it's necessarily bad, you know. Simple doesn't mean bad; it just means simple, you know. And like, yeah, it's definitely supposed to be an adventure, like very much like Journey and games like that. It's just about the journey, It's about going through the world, exploring the weirdness and the sights and the scenes and the music and stuff. And yeah, I mean that's what this game did and what this game is, and is it the most exciting thing ever? Is it like, when I think of Double Fine, I do think of like innovative games. In terms of gameplay, no, no, it's not. Like, it's definitely like for a walking simulator essentially. It does change things up, and do new stuff. Like I appreciate that it, you know, like we decided to become bone and then we decided to become wheel. Kind of wish we had a little bit more of dragon mode or whatever I want to call it, dragon deer mode. There's a whole lot to do with that, unfortunately, but yeah. Well, whatever, it's fine. And when we were at the lighthouse, we did get the jump power at some point, and there's a couple of things. We did the time travel stuff, They were doing some stuff, I can't say they weren't. It's definitely kind of a game where you just kind of vibe with it. I don't think it was probably a great let's play, I think it's the kind of game where you just kind of play it and you get into the world and just immerse yourself. So I don't know why I'm so... yeah, my throat is a little bit rough. Yeah, because, the world is so beautiful and strange and imaginative, Like as I said, I do definitely want to go watch that video later about the inspirations for the game and stuff, because I'm really curious, like, how the hell they came up with any of this stuff, because it is wild, and it is, seemingly all unique assets and, custom made stuff everywhere, and like, yeah, it's like, this is like impressive amounts of stuff, like, Double Fine is, it's not owned by Xbox, you can see that right there, see the Xbox stuff right there on the screen, but, it's like, or like, well, I don't know, I'm not exactly sure how it did tie together, but I think they were bought by them, I think so. At the very least, he published the game, Xbox. So, yeah. But like, so they do have some money, hopefully, to make games. I know that they had some trouble funding. Psychonauts 2. There's a whole debacle about that. But yeah, like, that was a game with a lot of development hell. I watched the documentary. I can't say that word correctly. Anyway, what's that series about it being made? So I know that it was a tough game to make for a lot of reasons. But yeah. But I don't know. I don't know how. What am I trying to say here? The kitty's kind of distracting me as he's moving all around the place. Yeah. I don't think this game, it feels like this game was, made without too much trouble. I don't know for sure, Like, I don't know if I are planning to doing any kind of behind the scenes for this game as they did with, Psychonauts 2 and what's we call it, the other game, what do you call it? The adventure game one. What's it called again? I forgot the name. Man, I forgot the name now. Anyway, but anyway, that game, they also did one with. I don't know if this is like. they have made some smaller games here and there, and published some. I think like either published or made. I don't know. It's weird. It's a little bit of a weird studio sometimes because of how they operate. But anyway, um, they make a couple of smaller games, and like this is like I don't know if I call this a small game, but I don't know if I call it it's not like a triple A game. It's visually speaking, and in terms of scope, and in terms of like all that, like it's an impressive game, like it is indie in a sense of it's not like mechanically dense or anything, or open. It's not like an open world that's giant. It is linear for the most part. It is focused. So I guess that means for the most part it's like in terms of uh like bigger games like that, like AAA open world games will cost a lot more than a focused experience like this will, and this is not as long, obviously. Um, and yeah, but I think they at least put a lot of time and effort and stuff into this game where you know it the focus and the execution of the game seems pretty good, you know. That's that pagan idol there, it said. So I don't know what that's all about. Do you thank them? Wait, or something? It's like, okay. So, like, yeah, I don't know why this is called pagan idol in the OBS file name thing. What happens if I click continue? Where's it gonna put me? I guess that's as dragon deer thing. Right before. Okay, right here. Okay, yeah. That's fine. Get tab to select. Oh, look at all this. Oh, look at that. You can go to the different transformation stages, you know. I mean, you do still spend the most of the game as the lighthouse, I suppose. Yeah. Waiting grow, mountain's fine. Like how these all have names. Graveyard. Liminal Gate. The Hollow Lodge? I don't know what that means, but okay. Yeah. It's a beautiful game, and visually, you know, like the art style and the world, it's just nothing really. I don't know what it looks like this. Nothing really looks like this. Like I'm sure, you know, inspirations of this game like are wild, because I'm sure I wouldn't be able to. I don't know any of it. Like maybe slightly Alien, you know, the movie series. There's a bit of that maybe here and there. Maybe some Ghibli. I feel like this has some Ghibli vibes maybe. Like some of it has Ghibli vibes maybe. But you know, like, but I'm sure there's a lot more niche things that I don't know about, you know. But like looking through these, you know, it's definitely like alien world vibe of like weird structures and colors and shapes and yeah. Like we started off with like humans, like with yeah, cars and buildings. I suppose it's supposed to be in post-apocalyptic sort of thing, maybe, because these sure don't look. Sure look like they've been here destroyed for a while, don't they? So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we kind of abandoned humanity, if there was any to begin with. We kind of abandoned the idea of, oh, there's actually like human beings in this world, or that what used to be anyway. Because like pretty immediately we went into this crazy world and there's creatures and weird structures and mechanical creatures in here, time travel shenanigans, and yeah, I guess weird and weirder. Yeah, you know, but yeah, it's a very interesting game, and I'm glad I played it. I'm glad it was made. It's like a game like this. It's not often you see games like this. That's like both. You know, it, like I say, I don't think it's like a. It's not big in scope or anything, but it's impressive in what it can do. Like because of how the game industry works, a game like this is not gonna sell well. Probably, it's not gonna do well. And well, I said it before, but this game, did not get a lot of steam, like concurrent players or whatever. Um, which that probably means it's not not gonna do very well. Hopefully by being on Xbox Game Pass and being an Xbox game essentially, like hopefully at least um, that will help, and that the studio Double Fine was paid to make this essentially, or like funded at the very least, from Xbox and Microsoft. Um, because I definitely want to see more games from Double Fine, and I want to see what else you can do because they're always interesting. They always impress me. They always do something I don't expect. And sometimes it's also, I suppose, a sequel to Psychonauts, which is not a new franchise, but the sequel to Psychonauts is obviously one of the most anticipated things that Double Fine can do, considering the Psychonauts got such a fan base and revived popularity. You know, um, and people wanted it. They funded the game. Um, and it was a big deal. And you know, so it's like obviously obviously that's not a new franchise, and obviously it's not like um, something like this, something you don't expect. But doesn't mean that it didn't impress me. Like I had a lot of fun with that game. I do look back at that game, playing it, and it was like, man, that was a good game. I didn't enjoy that game quite a lot. I was watching a couple of like they released some like alpha footage or whatever you want to call it, like early development footage of or like gameplay of a couple areas in Psychonauts 2. Like they were playing through some early builds, I guess is what you would call them, of areas. You could see how there was like, a lot of it was like pretty simple, like the graphics weren't in there, no animations and stuff like that, like of the world. But you could see the way things changed and the way they were building it. Like they had a lot of ambitious ideas for that game, and what became Psychonauts 2 was still impressive. I feel like a lot of it was pretty impressive. Like they made a lot of impressive and interesting worlds in that game for sure. Um, but it was pretty clear that they definitely had a lot more. Like the scope was too big for that game for sure, and that's why it went for development hell. But yeah, it was pretty interesting looking at those early builds because it was like pretty clear that like the wanted to do a lot more than they could. I feel like this game, I don't know who and exactly worked on the game because I'm sure the team, the Double Fine team, has changed a lot, and new people have come and people have gone and all that. This kind of happens. But I'm sure there's people who worked on you know previous titles of Double Fine who also worked on this game. I'm sure they learned a lot of lessons and learned how to make a game with less huge scope and more contained and more focused. Like it feels like this game. I don't know. It feels like this game was not made with any kind of like insane, long development and hellish development. Like, cause this kind of just announced like, and it was just like, okay, we make a new game and now it's out later this year or something. I think it was announced just this year. In fact, I think so. It might have been like late last year or something. I don't know, but something like that. Um, I saw it and I was like, oh hey, it's a new Double Fine thing. Okay, cool. Uh, and I was like, okay, that's gonna come out in like a year or two or something. I was like, oh, okay, it's actually coming out this year? Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad to play that, and it's on Xbox Game Pass? Okay, cool. I'll play it. I was like, yeah, and I did. And yeah, it did seem like, if there was any kind of trouble with the game, you know, I haven't heard them talking about it yet. I don't know if they will. I mean, they are relatively transparent as a company goes, um, because of the documentary stuff they do. Um, I'm sure they'll talk about this game. There's obviously a video I mentioned that might talk a little bit more about it, but I don't know. Probably not in the, you know, that video was specifically about the inspirations of the game. I don't know if they'll talk about anything else about it in that video, but I am curious about it. But yeah, I'm sure they plan to talk more about the game later as as time goes on, because yeah, it's still relatively new. But yeah, I'm glad I played it. I'm glad I tried it out, and is it my favorite Double Fine thing ever? No, I don't think so. But it's definitely an interesting one. Um, Broken Age, I think that was what it's called. Yeah, Broken Age. That was the adventure game they made. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Anyway, you know, Broken Age was also a pretty interesting game. I'm not a huge adventure game fan, player, person. I've really not played a whole lot of the, Tim Schafer, uh, you know, adventure games from the 90s, that he used, what he, became famous for, and, all that, with, LucasArts or whatever. I think that was it, right? Anyway, I'm rambling. But, like, yeah, I played, like, Data Tentacle, in, Grim Fandango. Yeah. So yeah, I've played a few of them, but no, not all of that titles from that times. But you know, yeah, it is. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but in terms of my favorite Double Fine stuff, like there's definitely Psychonauts up there, um, and I think Costume Quest is pretty fun, and what else? They did that. What's it called? It's a weird one. It's the one where they're watching dolls or whatever. What was it called? I forgot that one. I don't think that was one was my favorite because it was the gameplay and it was kind of weird. I didn't quite understand a lot of it. I forgot what it was called, but I played it like a while ago, and it's like this is I don't know. This is something about this is just not quite clicking for me. How this game works and how it wants to be played and stuff. Like I don't know. but that one was pretty weird and interesting. But yeah, like, you got plenty of interesting stuff in, Anyway, I think that's it. I think I have talked enough. But yeah. Alright, that's it for now. See you next time.